Just a mechanic. Well, remember how I said I was gonna install that new master kit? Well, I'm starting to, well, where is it? Right there. I'm starting to install the kit today. And you can see a bunch of hose. And there is the outlet. Let me get closer so you guys can see it. And I'm gonna be running the hose down this way, down to the wall. And I'm gonna be running that little filter, the Harbor Freight filter, this guy, on that wall. So it looks like it's gonna be mounted like this. And then it's gonna have that hose, the blue hose running to it. And yeah, so I'm starting to make the kit. But I got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to record. So yeah, I'm gonna set the camera up and you guys could watch a time lapse. Finally got most of the kit mounted up. As you can see, it runs all the way to near the air compressor right there. I got the air filter there. Then it runs over all the way over here, goes around this corner, goes all the way to this filter, then all the way down to the wall mount. And then it's got a, it's got one of these that I need to install, a fitting. And then I'll probably mount the hose reel right here somewhere, probably up here. And so yeah, I can't finish it tonight. As you can see, it's dark outside. And not only that, I gotta run to Lowe's, but it is currently, well, I'm using my phone today. It's currently about 11:30-ish right now at night, and I just don't want to make too much noise. I wanted to check for air leaks and stuff like that, and I won't be able to because, well, everybody's sleeping at this time, and I don't want to make too much noise. So today is the next day, and I went to go get some supplies from Home Depot. And basically got some screws, some longer screws to mount the those little blocks that you see back there, like that one. That's for that. Then I got some more fittings that I'm gonna need, and then this is like a hose repair kit. And basically what I wanted to do was make a hose that goes from here to the air compressor, and I think that's going to allow me to do that, but I still don't know if it's really gonna work, but we're gonna go ahead and try anyway. Also decided to change the overall design of how this is mounted here. I basically wanted to have a drain right here, and what I noticed, because I'm gonna have the hose reel mounted right here, I noticed that it's possible that it's a better design if I design this to be pointed down this way, or basically flipped upside down, and that way this will act as the drain, and then I'll just flip this around, and then I'll still be able to connect the hose to the hose reel that's going to be up here. So far, I think it's a vast improvement. As you can see, now I got a nice little drain, and got another different coupler now, so that's better. And like I said, I improved the layout by pointing it downward, so that way I can utilize the drain. I had this part capped off because I had it up, and I was like, well, I'm not going to use it. But I realized if I put it upside down, then I'll be able to put a drain on it. So yeah, so that's what I ended up doing there. And then I still need to install the screw that goes on there. But as you can see, it's coming along. And on this side, I went ahead and added a small section of hose along with the fitting. And then I went ahead and put this one sideways so I can utilize the hole that's on the top side of this block, and then capped off the one on the other side, and then obviously the one in the middle, I put a coupler on there. And like I said, I still need to make a hose that goes from here to there, and it'll be kind of cool because I will be able to disconnect the hose if I want to, and do all that. So right, so I ended up not recording this part right here where I actually installed the hose reel. I ended up finding the two old lag bolts that I had from way back when I used to live with my parents, and I still had the two lag bolts left. I can't find the other two, but for now that'll hold it on the wall until I could find two more from Home Depot. And I originally wanted to mount it up here. You can see these 4 holes, but the problem was that the beam, I'm not sure why, but basically the bolts went right through the drywall and didn't hit the beam. The beam was a little bit more, I guess, lower or something. I guess it's got some sort of cross beam, because if you look, you can kind of see the outline there. So that's the beam. So I ended up mounting it to that beam. I don't know. I just it's not as high as I wanted it. It's probably about I don't know, chest height, shoulder height maybe. I'm 5'9", so I think that's a decent height from the floor, and it leaves more floor space. So anyway, a real quick explanation. So I installed the reel, and then I went ahead and changed the couplers out to some high flow ones from, I can't remember what they're called. I think True Flow or Dynaflow or something like that. Then I just quickly installed the hose, and then like I said, I put the block with a nice little drain here on the bottom, mounted it all the way to the desiccant dryer, and of course I put the desiccant beads in there. And then it routes all the way around the toolbox and into the air filter. And then I went ahead and made a small hose because I wanted it to be pretty close. But the problem is this hose is not very flexible, and it was causing some kinking issues. So I ended up extending it some. As you can see, this is the original piece, so probably about another 2 inches or so. And then I went ahead and installed the fitting and the nice block with a nice another coupler right there, as you can see right there. So I think this should take care of my fisheye issues. I'm pretty sure my next paint job is going to be fisheye free. But yeah, so I am done for tonight. All that's left to do is get those 2 lag bolts and make a air hose from the air compressor to that little box over there, and then that'll be the supply line. And so yeah, so I'm probably not going to record that part. It's just making a hose and installing it, but for the most part, I think this kit was pretty easy to install. I probably have about maybe 3 hours in it. I worked on it the other night, and then I worked on it today for probably about an hour. So yeah, I would say about 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, so anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I know the quality isn't as great because I'm actually recording with my phone today. Just because the other camera, the battery dies really quickly, and I wasn't even planning on recording this anyway, but I think I'm glad I did. And well, if you guys enjoyed it, well, there's more to come, so make sure you are subscribed, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Stay spraying, guys. Bye.